welcome back again. It is great to be back in San Francisco.
I'm Sarah Milstein.
And as you may have guessed, I'm Brady Forrest.
And we are the co-chairs for Web 2. It's so great to see you all here. So as you probably know, our theme this year is the power of platforms, which might sound a little bit like empty marketing speak. But actually, we chose it because we think it's got a really powerful story to tell about Web 2. At the beginning of TV, a lot of you probably know that people filmed plays and would put a single play up online. They didn't up online; they would broadcast it. Is what I meant. They didn't really understand some of the power of the medium, what it would mean for TV to be serial, or that you could have a show that would help pick the next big pop star in the country, and that the audience would help pick that person, and that would be awesome. It took a while for people to figure that out. And we've got the same story with the web. Everybody knows that we started with brochureware, that people just digitized their print materials and put it online. But it turns out that the power of the web is really in data and services that you share. And that's what a platform is. It's a system where you share data and services that other people can build on and that they can contribute to. So some of the early consumer web examples are Google and eBay. They weren't just websites, they were whole systems, ecosystems where other companies could live and thrive. We picked the power of the web and power of platforms because we've got those opportunities today in new ways. Of course, our new platform companies are Twitter and Facebook. But there are opportunities, really exciting opportunities, for you to live in those platforms or create your own. And that's what we really want to look at this week, is help you understand those opportunities. And Brady's going to talk about some of our other themes.
And one of the main themes of the conference this year is looking at the mobile space. It seems really obvious now, but it wasn't always so obvious how mobile would play with the web. Just like TV, there have been fits and starts. And it's really only been in the past 2 years with the launch of the iPhone, Android, WebOS, and now Windows Series 7 that we're seeing mobile really come to the web. And we're seeing how the next billion are going to be coming onto the web. We had many sessions on that today, and we're having multiple sessions for the rest of the week covering the type of data exhaust that comes from having a personal device on you all the time that allows you to be your personal sensor, and talking about how we need a new UI to manage all the different data that we need to access through these smaller devices, and how companies can take advantage of this new data. So that's just one of the things we'll be covering this week. But now I'd like to get to some of our housekeeping, and I'd like to thank our largest sponsor, Microsoft. We just give them a hand. Without them, this show would not be possible. And they're sponsoring a contest with their new iPhone app, Tag. And if you find all 10 locations and you're one of the fastest, you can win an Xbox. There are other prizes, Xbox games and Zunes. Last night, I don't know how many of you were there, we had an Ignite. Can I get a...
It was awesome.
People there? We had 11 geek speakers get up, each do 20-slide presentations that were just 15, each slide was just 15 seconds long, and that was sponsored by .co. So if you need a new domain, go see them down in the Expo floor. Now, we try to keep the wireless network up. It's been decent by my estimation all day, but we'd like to ask that you keep it to just one device, so just one connection per child or person. So if you're using your iPhone, turn off your laptop, please. And finally, for my bit, if your battery is running low, there are places to power up. We don't have power sockets in all the rooms, but in the Level 2 lobby and in the Web 2 Open Lounge, you can go and get some more juice.
All right, so W2E, that's the important characters for us. It's both our Twitter account and our hashtag. That's Caitlin Pike. She is the community manager for Web2. She's the main person who maintains our Twitter account, and if you see her around, say hello. By the way, if you're having trouble getting on the wireless in here, make sure you reconnect for the Wi-Fi in this room, which should be something like Web2 Keynotes or something like that. All right, we've got another contest here this week, the Paparazzi 2.0. It's a Twitter-based game, cash prizes. Take a look online for the details on that. We ask that you please rate the sessions that you attend, and you can do all of that on our website, which is web2expo.com/SF. You can find any session you attend, and in the upper right corner of the session, it's easy to rate a session. You can comment on them as well. It really helps us improve the quality of the show from year to year as we figure out who are the great speakers that we want to have back. Tomorrow, keynotes start at 9 a.m., and you want to be here on time because we are going to have a remote-controlled helicopter flying around in this room, controlled by an iPhone. You are not going to want to miss that.
It is really bringing gaming to the physical world. It's pretty awesome.
All right, before we bring on our first speaker, I just want to talk about the video you saw before we came out. We have got a whole bunch of archival videos as part of the keynotes this week from the Pralinger archives. Rick and Megan Pralinger collect and share archival video. They've got incredible stuff, really amazing. And they've put together a batch of clips for us, especially for Web 2 this week. All of the clips in some way reflect on how people understood themselves and technology at a certain point in time. And they give us good perspective on ourselves. So what I particularly like about the video that we just showed, which was made in 1964 by a company called Calvin Industries. They were an industrial filmmaker. They made the spoof. The Pralingers didn't make the spoof part. The company that made the film in 1964, which was using the style of the time, it's like prime, Mad Men era. People had this very earnest media style. And we think of that as kind of a naive time. But in fact, what this spoof shows us is they really had self-awareness and a deep sense of irony, which sounds kind of familiar. It's something we think about now. So I hope you guys really enjoy the videos this week. If you are intrigued, check out Megan's new book. It's called Another Science Fiction. It's just out. You can reach out to her on Twitter, too, of course. Unfortunately, they couldn't be here this week, but I'll be pimping their stuff all week, so you'll be hearing about it.
Yeah, I really like that video because it reminds me of the really smooth product placement in Lady Gaga videos. You really can't tell what products she's pitching.